Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to break down something called the Hustleverse Partnership Plan. We're peeling back the curtain on a system that's really built for affiliate marketers and creators alike. So let's just jump right in.
So the whole thing kicks off with this core idea from its creator. No hype, no fluff, just straight up value. And that really sets the tone for everything we're about to look at. This isn't about some hard sell. It's about giving you the info so you can make a smart decision for yourself.
Okay, so what is this thing really? You see that $7 price tag and you might think, oh, it's just another one of those. But here's the thing, a lot of people stop right there. The truth is, there are different levels to this game. So we're going to walk through each one step by step so you see exactly what you get.
All right, first up, the $7 foundation. This is your entry point. The creator calls it the mega link, and it's basically the front door for anyone looking to get into this ecosystem.
For just $7, one time, you're not just buying some random product. You're actually unlocking a whole suite of tools and training designed to get you up and running like immediately.
So what does $7 actually get you? Well, the value here is pretty immediate. You get lifetime access to weekly live trainings. You get to keep 100% of the commission when you share this $7 offer. And you get your own mega link, which becomes your personal profit center from day one.
But here is the real kicker, this exclusive Facebook training. And look, this isn't some throwaway PDF. This course has the exact strategies the owner of the company used to build a seven-figure business himself. I mean, people pay thousands of dollars for that kind of proven, behind-the-scenes training.
Okay, let's level up. Now we're going to see how this thing goes from a simple entry point to a complete all-in-one business system. This is where things start to get really powerful. For $99 a month, you get everything we just talked about from the $7 plan, but you also unlock what's called the Mega Builder Suite, and that's your full marketing and business toolkit.
Think of this as your command center. It's designed to replace a whole bunch of different tools you might be paying for. You get a funnel builder, email automation, booking tools, the whole shebang. But there's a feature tucked away in here that apparently most people completely overlook.
And this is it, the hidden sauce. The system lets you attach your own digital products as bonuses to offers you're promoting. This is a complete game changer when it comes to adding your own unique value and standing out.
And the best part? It's ridiculously simple. You just pick an offer, click a button, name your bonus, and paste in the link to your product. And whenever someone buys through your link, the system automatically delivers your bonus. No manual work, no extra steps. It just works.
Now just think about what this means if you're a creator. Let's say you make AI music. The hard way is to upload it to Spotify and chase pennies for thousands of streams, right? The smart way, with a system like this, is to bundle that entire album as a high-value bonus. Now you're not only making a real commission, but you're getting your art directly into the hands of your new customers.
But believe it or not, it gets even more powerful. I'm not kidding. The Mega Builder Suite doesn't just let you add bonuses, it has your very own affiliate manager built right in.
So what does that mean? It means you can take your own ebook, your music album, your course, whatever you've made, and turn it into an offer that other people can sell for you. You're literally building your own army of affiliates. This is that pivot point, where you go from just being an affiliate to becoming a true business owner with your own sales force.
Okay, finally, let's hit the top tier. If level 1 is your entry and level 2 is your system, this third level is all about one thing: leverage. It's about building your team.
At $197 a month, you unlock the Team Builder plan. Now you get all the tools from the Mega Builder, but it adds a really powerful new commission structure on top.
The big advantage here is the two-tier commission system. This means you don't just earn from your own sales anymore. You also earn a commission from the sales that are made by the people you personally bring into the system.
Let me walk you through how that works. Imagine someone on your team, someone you referred, makes a $7 sale of that foundational offer. They get paid their full 100% commission for it. Awesome.
Now here's the leverage part. For their effort making that sale, the system pays you a $14 commission. That's a 200% commission on the efforts of your team. It's a really powerful way to incentivize you to build and support your people.
Okay, so on top of all these features, the creator has layered in his own exclusive bonuses at each level. And these are all designed to help you get results faster and just get over those common hurdles.
And you can see how the bonuses level up with you. At the entry level, you get this cool edutainment bundle to kind of get you started.
When you step up to Mega Builder, you unlock the core success principles and an expert guide for making AI content that actually stops people scroll. And then at the VIP level, things get really serious. You get a legal copy-paste website hack for quick designs, plus a mindset training called Cost to be the Boss. And that one is all about giving beginners the confidence to sell high-ticket stuff, even if you don't have testimonials. That is a huge confidence booster.
So after seeing the entire structure, from the entry level all the way up to team building leverage, how do you know if this is actually the right fit for you?
Well, the source material lays it out pretty clearly. If you want a step-by-step path to get started in affiliate marketing, if you're tired of juggling 10 different software tools, if you're a creator who wants to sell your work the smart way, or if you're just starting and you need the confidence to sell, then this whole structure was designed to solve those exact problems.
So the creator wraps things up by asking you to comment "hustle" on his video to get the details. But as we finish this breakdown, the system's all laid out, right? You've seen the path from a $7 start all the way to building your own team and even your own affiliate program. So the only real question left is, which level of the game are you ready to play?
Yeah, hustle bear in the building. Adrenaline truth, this that run up the hill grind. Pressure make diamonds, I've been cutting through the steel line. Dreams don't chase you, better get it while the will grind. Legacy's a blueprint I've been building on the real time. If fear's in the room, I'm the one to make it goes quick. Faith in my chest, watch me load it like a full clip. Haters catch the wave or get washed in emotion. Action over doubt, that's the hustle bear doctrine. I've been running through the noise with a fire in my lungs. Every setback was a lesson, now I'm speaking in tongues. From the bottom to the summit, all I needed was a spark. Now my pain got a purpose, see the light in the dark. Ay, motion over madness, that's the code that I keep. Every dream need a soldier, I ain't losing no sleep. Put the doubts in the dirt, plant the faith like a seed. If you want it, go and get it, that's the hustler's creed. I woke up with a mission like the rent due on my oxygen. Purpose in my pocket, every loss became a document. I'm calibrated differently, my hustle got a doctorate. Turn my fears to employees, got them working on my confidence. Life hit me with storms, but I learned how to monetize the rain. Pain became a passport, now I travel through the strain. People love excuses, cause excuses never change. But action pay the bills, that's the truth inside the game. Had to cut some ties, their weight don't climb. If your circle ain't moving, then you running out of time. I ain't waiting on a sign, I was born to be a beacon. Hunger ain't a mindset, it's a language I speak in. Every day is overtime, I ain't got no halftime. Walking with a lion heart, built it from the bad times. Legacy's a contract, God signed the bottom. Now I hustle like the devil, never wanted me to blossom. I done fought my own shadows, had to box with my doubts. Took the quiet route to freedom, now my voice too loud. You can measure a man's truth by the storms he survives. I took every closed door as a gym for my mind. Pressure got a flavor, I've been learning how to taste it. Fear is just a wire that your courage gotta break with. This grind ain't pretty, it's sweat, grit, pavement. But comfort is a prison and dreams don't do arrangements. I came from the trenches of excuses and delay. Now discipline the engine, keep me pushing through the day. I ain't working for the moment, I'm investing in a name. When your legacy the mission, every step becomes a flame. People talk potential like it's somehow gonna save them, but potential's just a debt, action's how you gotta pay it. Success ain't in the future, it's a choice in the now. And if you waiting on approval, you ain't ready for the crown. I've been running through the pain like a treadmill on fire. See the ashes of my doubts, that's the proof I'm getting higher. Every no became a hammer, built a kingdom out of trials. Faith drove the steering wheel while hustle held the tires. Ain't no elevator up, just the stairs of intention. Gotta climb with conviction, every step is a lesson. The grind is a mirror, what you see is a reflection. If you lazy with your actions, you gon' struggle with direction. Had nights where I cried, but the tears paid dues. Had fights with my pride, but the growth came through. Every scar got a purpose, every bruise got a clue. If you scared of the fall, you ain't ready for the view. I'm a soldier for the dream, that's the oath that I keep. Motivation ain't a moment, it's a promise you repeat. If you walking with excuses, you ain't walking with me. And if you want another level, you should hustle like a beast. I've been running through the noise with a fire in my lungs. Every setback was a lesson, now I'm speaking in tongues. From the bottom to the summit, all I needed was a spark. Now my pain got a purpose, see the light in the dark. Hey, motion over madness, that's the code that I keep. Every dream, need a soldier, I ain't losing no sleep. Put the doubts in the dirt, plant the faith like a seed. If you want it, go and get it, that's the hustler's creed.
Let me start today a little different. This isn't one of those hype sessions. This isn't about pushing harder, grinding more, or locking in. This is about a moment most people never slow down long enough to recognize. That moment when you realize you're not lazy, you're not unmotivated. Too many ideas, too many tools, too many systems, too many voices telling you their way is the way. And if you're being honest with yourself, you've been busy, but not clear, active but not aligned, moving, but not progressing the way you thought you would by now. At some point, hustle stops feeling like freedom and starts feeling like noise. And nobody really talks about that part. See, when you first get online, everything looks possible. Every video sounds convincing. Every strategy feels like this might finally be it. So you try a little of everything. You open tabs. You save trainings. You bookmark funnels. You tell yourself you'll come back to this later, but later never really comes. And over time, something subtle happens. You don't lose belief in the opportunity. You start losing trust in yourself. You start questioning, why haven't I figured this out yet? Why does it seem easier for everyone else? Why do I keep starting strong and stalling out? Here's the truth. Most people never hear scattered effort feels like hustle. But it produces exhaustion, not momentum. You don't need another system. You don't need another tool. You don't need another guru yelling urgency at you. You need one clear lane. One decision, one direction. One system you're willing to commit to long enough to let it work. Day one isn't about fixing everything today. It's about awareness. It's about recognizing that success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less, but on purpose. Because when your energy is split 10 different ways, nothing gets the focus it needs to grow. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. This is the day you stop blaming motivation. This is the day you stop questioning your work ethic. This is the day you admit the real issue has been focus. So today, I don't want you to take massive action. Ask yourself, where am I scattered? What am I holding on to, just in case? What would happen if I committed fully to one path instead of flirting with 10? Because clarity isn't loud. It's quiet, and it usually shows up right after you stop running. Tomorrow, we'll talk about visibility. Not the fake kind. The real kind. But today, day one, is simply about recognizing the moment your hustle needs direction. And if this hit a little too close to home, good. That means you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
On January 1st, the world will experience something unlike anything. It is the day the Hustleverse officially makes its debut. Welcome to the Hustleverse will be the first installment of the greatest collection of edutainment music to ever be created for the Hustleverse, and your first opportunity to get access to a movement designed to inspire, motivate, and fuel real hustlers. 2026 album of the year has arrived, and this is just the beginning.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepare was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 39, day 3, and we are right at 17 minutes into today's challenge. So, if you guys are watching live, I want you to start out by putting a 1 in the comment section. And if you're watching on the replay, I want you to put a 2 in the comment section. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the new chapter that's coming up. I'm ready for the new developments, the new reset. I'm ready for the new challenges that are going to occur. And I hope you are also. So I'm going to take some time. I'm going to take my time today. Basically, I'm going to take my time today. Let me check out to see if anybody's watching live, if anybody's commenting, because I want to make sure that, I'm fully focused. And if someone has any questions, concerns, you know, anything on their mind, I want to be able to address it and be able to speak to them directly to make sure that I am supplying everything that you can possibly need and want. So we are multicasting on Facebook and on YouTube. So today we know is Wednesday. But of course, Wednesday isn't just Wednesday. We call Wednesday Decision Day Wednesday. And as usual, is a day to make a decision. But I've talked to you guys about this on a few different Wednesdays. But I want to talk to you about it at a different angle. I want to talk to you about it in a little bit of a different way. Same perspective, same concept, but just in a little different way. Now, there's an old saying, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And I firmly believe in that saying. So Decision Day Wednesday is not so much for me. It's more so for you, the viewer, the person that might possibly have a problem with a couple of things. One, making a decision, and two, procrastination. Procrastinating on making those decisions. After you've come up with some ideas and some plans and some thoughts in your mind, you might procrastinate. Yesterday we had a live, and I attended the live. It was held by one of my business partners, Mr. Wayne Crow, and it was a very important live. He talked to us about the new reset that's coming within our amazing system, which everybody here has access to if they start off right here in the most valuable document in all of online marketing, the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge doc, right? They get access to this amazing system that we're part of by clicking what I consider to be the second line in the document. This line right here that says, grab your mega link. Now, during the live, he spoke about the new development that might be coming in just about 2 weeks, the reset. He decided a long time ago, well, let's say in the beginning of his journey, let's say over 15 years ago, he decided that he was going to create something that the world has never seen. something that could stand the test of time, something that's built for longevity, something that I often speak about, right? And the reason why I believe and trust in this amazing system so much is not solely because of the system itself. It's because of another principle that I learned years ago, 10 to 15 years ago. It was a saying that I heard then, and it still remains true today. Success rises and falls on leadership. Now, if you have a strong leader, then you can succeed in just about anything that you want. Now, leadership comes in a lot of different forms, and you can find leadership in a lot of different areas in your life. We call it coaching and mentoring. Somebody that can coach you, somebody that can mentor you and help take you from your current level to the next level. As a professional in this online space, I've learned, like so many other professionals have come to learn. Sometimes it's forced. Sometimes you don't want to come to this realization. You don't want to admit it. But we've come to the realization that everybody needs a coach or a mentor or a mentor. Somebody that's going to guide us, help us, once again, go from our current situation to the next level of where we want to be. A lot of people don't want to admit that. A lot of people don't want to admit that they don't have the answers to their current problems. Some people deal with a word called pride. They have so much pride built up that they don't want people to look at them as if they're not a person that's capable of correcting their current situation. Since we know that it's a common issue, it's a common problem with a lot of people, we have to work on ways of providing a solution. And part of the ways of providing that solution to people is giving them something that they can look forward to, giving them a sense of comfortability, giving them a feeling of, you know, acceptance, being accepted, being part of a community, helping them feel welcomed, helping provide them with tools and services that, you know, maybe they might not want to ask you directly about. Maybe they don't want to pull you one on one and say, hey, I need help. But you just want to be able to provide the service to them. Say, hey, here's something that I found. This is something that I've learned. And if you choose to get access to it, you can. I'm not forcing you to, but it's available to you. It helped me with my past situations, and it's currently helping me get through the situations that I know I'm going to face in the future. So maybe it'll do the same for you. And when you're able to put everything together for that right target person, they're able to make a decision. And most people, they want to feel as though they've come to the decision themselves and that they're not forced to, that they've, you know, found out the secret and they're going to pull themselves up out of the trouble or the situation that they're currently in. Mentorship, coaching, finding that right person is very valuable. And it comes at a cost, it comes at a price. And a lot of people, they have a hard time coming to grips with paying that price. Well, I made a decision years ago also. Over 10 to 15 years ago, I decided once when I got into this industry of online marketing that I had particular goals. It started out with just financial goals, and then it turned into, personal development goals. I wanted to be the best version of myself so that I can have self satisfaction in myself. I wanted to not only be the best version of myself after a while, you know, after going through various personal development trainings, advancing, updating, resetting my mindset to a place where I started to see things a lot clearer. I started to add more goals. My goals started to transfer into being able to help other people get that same feeling that I was able to achieve. And I find that to be something worthy. So my goal started out from just being a selfish, somewhat goal of wanting to make an income from home so that I can do whatever it is that I wanted to do at the time, whatever it is that I thought was going to make me happy if I just earned enough money, if I became a millionaire or whatever it was, right? So I went on that journey. I decided that I was going to stick and stay for as long as possible, as one of my, favorite people say, from my home state, from a town that, I'm from, also from Queens. 50 Cent, one of his sayings is get rich or die trying. So I made the goal of staying the course no matter what until the goal is achieved. And even if the goal is never achieved in the way that I kind of envision, then at least I will live and I will die by my principles and on the journey. Now, I tell people often that sometimes the journey itself can be longer than the actual destination. So, unlike a vacation, you plan a vacation, a trip, a 1 week or 2 week vacation, and you got to start out on your journey. So, whether your journey is leaving from home, going to the airport, leaving from home, going to that boat dock to get on that cruise, whatever the journey is, usually, you're looking past that. You know that it's going to take some time to get there, but you don't really care too much about examining and, you know, taking in that timing, that time frame of the journey. Most people just want the journey to be over so that they can touch ground and land at the destination. But in online marketing, we find that 9 times out of 10, the journey is just as long as or longer than it takes to reach the destination. Once when you get to the destination, it's not over. Usually people achieve goals and they get so excited by the goal that they achieve. It may take a year, it may take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years to achieve their level or their idea of success. They achieve it, they enjoy it for a month, 2 months, 3 months. And then as time goes on, that achievement becomes, just an everyday situation, becomes regular. It's no longer a achievement. It becomes a lifestyle. And then some people, they create new goals. See, they can't stay stagnant. They can't stay stuck in just that first achievement. It becomes boring, it becomes stale, and then they have to create a new goal, something else to reach for. Usually a millionaire, once when they reach their first million, they say, wow, I accomplished something. They enjoy that. But then not too long after that, it clicks in their mind, well, if I was able to achieve $1 million, then maybe I'm able to achieve 10 million. And then a whole new journey starts. So with the system that we're part of, it's kind of like that. Over the course of my business partner's, journey, he's gone through various iterations within the system. I think this is going to be version 3 or so of the way the system is, maybe version 3 or version 4. But he got it to a certain level that, it it did what it was supposed to do. It fulfilled the vision that he had. And then, you know, it started to kind of coast in a way. Possibly use a better word or term, but it became something that was average. And he, just like a lot of successful people, decided that, hey, average isn't good enough. There's a new goal that I need to achieve. There's something else that I need to reach for. And he made the decision to advance and take things to the next level. See that vision, I understand that vision, and I live that vision myself. And every step of the journey that I've been on, I've decided, and not only decided, but I've taken action on growing and developing. Now, this is strong 39, right? And next week will be strong 40. And that's another, you know, destination. That's another goal. I haven't spoken about it in a while, right? Not since I hit the first goal, the first destination, right? That was a while back. That was some weeks ago where I hit the goal of doing 100 consecutive lives, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. EST time. I hit my goal, which it didn't start out as a goal, right? On day one, I never had the goal in mind of doing 100 lives. On day one, my goal was actually only to do one live. It was never to do a day two. So before I did day one, my goal wasn't to have a day two, three, four, a strong one, a strong two, a strong three. Those weeks, I'd never had those in mind. But once when I started, I couldn't stop. I made a decision at that point that I was going to continue on my journey. And I continued and continued and continued no matter what, no matter the weather, no matter who showed up and who didn't show up, because it doesn't matter. The environment, I could care less about. I thrive in any situation that I put myself in, whether people show up and watch and appreciate what I deliver, doesn't matter. I know I'm the best in the world at what I do. I have confidence in myself. I had it then somewhat, but I have it even more so now because I've proved to myself that I am one of or one in a million. So, and you will never find anybody quite like me. So the confidence is there. Proof is there. I've reached 100 lives at that time. And then I said, once when I reached that, if you were there at that time for that particular live, I said, well, hey, this is a goal right here. We celebrated, we enjoyed it. I said to myself, okay, this is the first achievement. And I think I celebrated that goal for a week or so, right? I celebrated it for a week. And then I said, hey, I'm not going to talk to you guys about it too much, but if we reach this first stage, then let's talk again. Let's revisit it when we reach that next destination. So the new journey started for me after I reached that 100 live goal, right? It didn't take me long to get out of that celebration mode, because that was the emotional part. That was me getting all excited. Hey, I achieved something that I never thought I would be able to achieve before. I I arrived. I arrived at a certain destination, right? I enjoyed the scenery for a little bit. It was that vacation that you go on for that week. I enjoyed everything. It felt good. Then I said to myself, here, yeah, let's not get comfortable here. The next goal, I put that in my mind that there was something else that I wanted to achieve and I wanted to take things farther. I wanted to make things advance to a point where we no longer talking about that situation, or that situation becomes one of those things in the past. It was fun. It was exciting. Yeah, that 100 mark. But now we're working towards and we're closing in on 200. 200 lives. 200 times that I've committed and I've made the decision that I'm going to show up rain, sleet, hail, snow, 1 viewer, 10 viewers, 0 viewers. I made the decision and I've stayed the course. And I've proven to myself, if not anybody else, I proved that I'm worthy of the rewards that comes with the person that decides to stay on a journey. And throughout that time, I've done a lot of things. I've grown. And I want you guys to think about your journeys in life. I want you to think about the day that you decided to do something. You might have decided to do it and you never took action on it. Or you may have decided and then took a small step towards that goal and found it to be too complicated, found it to be too challenging, and then you decided, hey, I give up, I throw in the towel. I want you to decide today, once again, I want you to take your heart back, just like we do on Mondays, right? I want you to take your heart back. I want you to put on your hustle hat. I want you to put that hustle in your heart and in your soul. See, people don't like the word hustle because it it invokes a feeling. It's something that makes you have to be something that you might not be ready to become. A real hustler. That's powerful. I say that with pride. Other people might not want to use that term because once when you say it, just like my business partner Wayne, he said in the live yesterday, he said, for everybody to type in success, simple enough, type success in the chat. And he said it to make a point, and it's a valid point, and it was powerful. Now, people might not have looked at that as being part of the training, but it was a major part of the training. The concept of typing a simple word. I talk about etymology, the power of words, right? The words that you use, how it can strengthen you or it can weaken you. And if you're willing to say things that's powerful, it puts something into your subconscious mind that empowers you. But if you're also willing to write that thing down, it empowers you also. It's kind of like signing your name on a contract. That's why a lot of personal development coaches will tell you whatever your goal is, don't just say it in your head. Don't just say it to yourself, but say it out loud. Tell me your goals. And don't even just tell me your goals. Write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper somewhere or wherever. Put it, a lot of times, one of the biggest tricks or one of the best tricks or tips to success is to write those goals down and put it in the place that you most frequently visit, the bathroom. Put it up on that mirror so that every time you're in the bathroom, after you do whatever you have to do in the bathroom, and you have to look yourself in the mirror, you see that goal posted up there. You see what it is that you decided to do and reach for. You see that, and you have no choice but to look at it and read it. And the more you read it, the more you put it into your subconscious mind, and it feeds you. It feeds you and give you the fuel to actually take action. It can encourage you and it can also shame you at the same time. Because if you're not taking action and you constantly have to be presented with the fact or the idea from that written goal that you're not doing what you're supposed to do, that can hurt a lot of people. That can make you feel bad because you know you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But if you are doing what you're supposed to do on a daily basis, that goal that you have written out can fuel you. It gives you that extra boost. So in the live yesterday, when he asked people to type in success, he said after that, if you can't type in success, then I know you're not the right person. If you can't even do something as simple as that, then how can I basically expect you to do the work necessary in order to change your life for the better? That right there was powerful. So every day I show up, every day that I go live is me taking it a step further than just writing out the goal, because my goals is right there at the forefront of my mind. But I can't just keep it there at the forefront of my mind. I take action on it. So each time I go live, it's me taking action, and I'm looking at that goal in my mind. And it says to me that I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer and closer and closer to hitting that goal. And the more I see that in my mind, and the more I take action, and the more time I spend with you guys on live, every morning when I wake up, I don't start my day out so energized. I have to kind of work myself up to that. And I think a lot of people, or the majority of people, have to do that. And that's why I enjoy watching my intro. While I'm watching my intro, it's kind of like being in that movie theater when you watching the trailers. You're watching all the coming attractions, and you're anticipating the movie, but you see all this other stuff ahead, like what's to come, what's already what's already in theaters, what you have access to, and it gets you excited. I get excited and nervous at the same time, just like I posted in the comment section of the live yesterday. When Wayne asks, what does basically trying to reach for your goals have you do for you? Have you ever tried to do something basically that you were scared of, that gave you fear, that you've never done before? How does that make you feel? And I wrote in the comment section, it makes me feel excited and nervous at the same time. And that excitement and nervousness drives me. It drives me every single day. It makes me want to go farther. And to be honest, every time before it's time for me to go live, I get nervous. That last intro video, that food for action intro video, that small snippet, I play that every single time. And once when it's about to close, I know it's time to go live. The anticipation is built so much, the excitement, the adrenaline, the anxiety, what's going to go right, what's going to go wrong, what am I going to talk to you guys about? Am I going to be able to deliver the value that you possibly come to expect? Am I able to go farther than what I've gone before? All of that rushes to the forefront of my mind. As I'm watching the intro, I'm thinking to myself, hey, what am I going to talk about? Because I don't script anything out. And I say to myself, man, I'm only going to be on here for a short amount of time. My goal is to somewhat get in and get out. I say to myself, man, I gave you a 10 to 15-minute intro. Would they appreciate me just talking and giving 10 minutes of value? That always creeps up into my mind. Like, if the intro, I gave them all this value in the intro, then once when I step up to the plate and I have to actually deliver myself, how much value do I have to bring? And that drives me. See, I do everything with purpose. I do everything with, somewhat of something on my mind. I do everything with a particular intention. Of course, we know the intro is designed mainly to give you time to take part in the Hustler's 10-minute a day challenge, right? So I give you way more than 10 minutes. I give you on average 15 minutes to listen to the information and actually do the activity itself. Whether you do it or not, that's on you. Whether you decide to take action, that's on you. But I show up consistently, like that goal that's plastered in front of you in your bathroom on the mirror. I'm that goal that's saying to you, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And every time you see this right here, every time you see this document, every time you see that intro, it should be a constant reminder to you that there's something that I'm supposed to be doing. There's an action that I'm supposed to be taking that's going to lead me to my ultimate goal. And I love that. I thrive in knowing that is right there in front of me. I get excited. I get nervous, but I also stay ready. I stay ready for the fact that in the beginning, I want to once again get in and get out. But once when I get in, as I look at the time, it's 9:47 a.m. I always go above and beyond and I deliver more than what I initially thought that I would deliver. So with that, I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer in today's live. I hope you've decided to take action. I hope you were able to attend yesterday's live because yesterday we were presented with an opportunity to take action on something that was, once again, it was stated as a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? Now, as it says here, I'm gonna refresh the page because I have our website up, our back office up, and I just want you guys to see that the webinar from yesterday, the replay for the new site, new VIP, one night only, that Tuesday training that we were on yesterday, you have a limited opportunity to catch the replay. And if you access your dashboard, you'll be able to click this right here, click the image to watch the replay so that you can see what has helped 220 people within the last 24 hours earn a commission. So yesterday before the live, right, we looked at the number. I believe the number was 55. So it was 55 commissions at that time had been paid to members in that previous 24 hours. Now we look a day after the live, 220 commissions have been paid to members in the last 24 hours. So it got people excited. It got people nervous, but a lot more people took action and they decided to do what was necessary. But after this replay opportunity is up, once again, we keep moving from one destination, one goal to the next. So in one day, 2 hours, and just under 10 minutes, that would put us at 12 p.m. EST time tomorrow, right? So tomorrow there will be another live training, and that live is titled "The One Method That Changes Everything." So hopefully you guys show up so that you can join this live so that we can go a little bit deeper into what to anticipate in that live training. Tomorrow we will press this button right here, the promote button, and we'll get a little bit more details and information as to what to expect from this live. But for right now, I just want you to be stuck in decision making mode. Are you willing to invest in yourself, the time, the effort, and a small financial investment, just $7, to actually get started and get access to this amazing system that may possibly allow you to be the next person or one of the hundreds of people in the next 24 hours who will earn a commission. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed. There's a few bonuses and things that, you have the opportunity to receive if you decide to take action. If you decide to not wait till tomorrow, which tomorrow is Thursday, which we refer to as Action Taken Thursday. But if you are quick and you decide today and you take action today by clicking this link, getting access, then there will be a special bonus that will be inside your dashboard. And I'm looking for this section right here, where it says my products. Right next to where it says my products, it says bonuses. So when you get access, you get access to the products that you've gotten access to with your minimal investment. So you get access to your mega link and all of the exclusive trainings there. You'll get access to your Facebook 101 training. And you'll also get an exclusive bonus from me. When you get access, you just click this button right here that says bonuses, and it's going to take you to where you can access what I call the Hustleverse Edutainment Bundle, something that's exclusive for people that decide to partner with me and start their journey. So with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next live.
Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane, but I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night, scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day sounded small at first, but in silence even whispers can quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink, mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. Till my PayPal pinged and they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spin like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted, but
Now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame. I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustle berry on loop like healing chance. For the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom